Hello everybody, how are you doing? Happy Sunday, Monday, or whatever day you're watching this video. My name is Trisha Schinkel. I am your Awakening Life Coach from innerbuddha.ca. And today is our energy reading for the week of June 14th, 2021. So, I'm going to be frank with you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had the most amazing, mind-blowing, hello Carmen, thanks so much for coming on. I had an amazing healing yesterday, like mind-blowing, like I found out the most about myself that I've ever found out through this light language healing that I had yesterday. It was also a channeling, connecting with an oracle. It was mind-blowing stuff. Which was done with a girl that I interviewed on my podcast. So the podcast actually just released on Saturday, which was Light Language with Tina Slade. And if you haven't checked that episode out, check it out. Oh my God, your mind is going to be completely blown. You're going to be like, either what the hell is this? Or I'm so into this. It's going to go one way or another. I'm not going to lie. So that healing yesterday, I'm feeling a little discombobulated. I'm not gonna lie, feeling discombobulated. I also slept for maybe 3 hours last night. It was a really weird night. So my energy is kind of like all over the place. So I'm gonna kind of just get to the point and get right to the reading. And I'm not gonna be channeling anything today, unfortunately, just because I have a lot of integration to do. And that's the biggest thing, is that after you get any type of healing, whether it's Reiki, whether it's energetic light language, if it's Qigong, or any one of those modalities, really, no matter what kind of energy work you do, you have to allow it to integrate. That's the biggest thing, integration. And it's not just giving it a couple hours, drinking a bunch of water and saying, okay, I'm good. No, there is layer upon layer upon layer of not only your etheric and astral bodies, but your physical body too. That's the thing, is that when you're doing these energetic healings, you're peeling back layers of yourself, right? Not just of your physical, this human holographic body, but lifetimes of bodies, right? So just kind of a heads up, just be gracious with yourself and allow what needs to be. That's just my recommendation. So anyway, definitely check out that episode on the Awakening Journey podcast, because if you want to hear honestly, I feel like light language is the next big thing in spirituality. It's becoming more and more like mainstream, I would say, in the spiritual world, right? As much as mainstream can get with that. But light language is one thing that I would definitely recommend having an experience of. That is something that I would totally recommend that, just kind of tuning into something new, something foreign. It's very foreign. If you haven't listened to the episode, when you do, you'll understand what I mean by foreign. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I could probably talk about it forever. So yeah, what I want to do is just tap into the energies, kind of give you guys something to kind of work with this week. And let me know in the comments, comment below, let me know how your week's going and what you've been up to and what kind of things you've been working through, or what you've been noticing coming up for you, any kind of patterns, cycles, things that just keep coming up and you're like, what is going on? Oh, my light just went out. That's creepy. So yeah, let me know what's going on in the comments, and kind of, if you just need to let it out, right? Okay, so I'm tapping into my sacred geometry deck right now, and we're just gonna go into just what energies that we need to embody in this upcoming week. What energies is going to be most beneficial, that's going to serve our highest good in the next week coming up here. Oh, here we go. Interesting. Okay, so the card that popped up was fertility. The energy that you need to embody this week is fertility. So let's read it, because that's interesting. So if you think about it, so the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, more joyful than we ever were before. I want you to just pause right there. So what can you do in your life? Like, what are the things that allow you to feel more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful, right? That's your job for this week, is tapping in to first the thoughts that are going to create the feelings in your body. And as soon as you get those feelings moving, it's just energy moving in your body, right? So as soon as you get that energy moving and you start bringing in that feeling, what feels like courageous, being very courageous, or being creative, right? Find out what that feels like in your body. The moment you can do that is the moment you're embodying that emotion. And when you embody that emotion, it's really energy that you're sending out to the universe saying, hey, this is what I like. Send me more of this, right? And then you start creating a pattern, and then you start creating newer patterns and newer cycles and newer things, right? So you're almost like stopping the old patterns and cycles that have been coming up, and you're consciously, on purpose, tuning into different frequencies and different energies so that you can create more of that. And all it takes is 17 seconds for you to focus solely on one type of energy. If you can focus solely on one thought for as long as 17 seconds, then another thought will start to form and attach itself to that first thought. So it's like a chain of events, right? Same thing with energies. That's the same thing. It works the same way. So the feeling or energies of fertility, it says it activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So this isn't saying go out and get pregnant, right? Like, that's not it at all. It's more or less like that creative expression that you're bringing into the world. Like, there's something inside of you, right? And it's growing, and it's like, you can feel it moving. You can feel it wanting to come out and wanting to express itself in some way. Tap into that. Just, even if you can just take a few moments and just really just breathe into that, into your body, and feel what it feels like to have that growing inside of you, right? It's the most beautiful thing, right? And that's the thing. Women, we can understand that. If you've had a child, you understand what the feeling is when you're growing a human inside of you, right? So if you're growing an idea or creativity or something, whatever the output of that creativity is for you, right? And that's what you're being called to do right now. So that's very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna just go right to our animal deck and see what animal comes for. So I love the animal decks because animals are very symbolic. They bring a lot of interesting energies with them. Each one of them has their own personality, right? So their personality is kind of the vibration that they hold. Woo, hi. This is interesting. We've had this before. So what popped out was the bat. That is the animal totem of the week. So it says, see through the illusion into truth. That is big. That is like mind-blowing, to be honest, because how often are we blindsided by the delusion of what our perception is of a situation? So, you know, a lot of times people see things with tunnel vision. They don't see the whole picture, right? It's about taking off the blinders. It's like, you know, those horses, they have the side views so they can't see side to side so they don't get distracted. It's like, that's what it comes to mind. It's taking off the blinders and going into allowing yourself to be truthful and honest with yourself, to see through to your truth. Like, just go in and just tune in to ask yourself, what is true for me? What do I resonate with this? Whatever situation you're in, whatever you're going through, what do I resonate with? What do I not? What do I want more of? What do I not? Right? It's all about sifting and sorting and kind of getting to the bottom of it, and then allowing yourself to be honest. And sometimes the truth isn't what we want to see, so we don't allow ourselves. It's like, it's like we filter it out. We filter out the truth sometimes, right? I know I have. So in the book, for the bat, the guidance says, choosing this card suggests that you open your heart and pour love into caring for the nurturing of those closest to you. So when you raise your frequency of your own heart center, it enables your throat chakra to expand as well. So you can start speaking your truth and being more honest, right? And seeing and allowing yourself to express the truthfulness of any situation, of what you feel is true for you. Not going along what you think somebody else is going to tell, like be happy of hearing, like not trying to make somebody else happy, but being true to you, right? That's what it's all about. Okay, so it says, so focus on communicating with love and integrity. Then ask Archangel Michael to help you develop telepathy along with your other psychic abilities. Tune into the bat to download your highest potential and perhaps even the spiritual technology of the future. Because that's the thing, bats have like telepathy, right? They're telepathic, and that's how they communicate a lot of the time. So it's interesting that the bat came up this week. It's a good representation of where we're headed, right? And I think more and more we notice that, you know, we connect with people on deeper levels, especially if you are around them a lot longer, right? You find like a best friend or a partner that you've been around for a long time. You know, you tend to start reading each other's thoughts, right? Just connecting because you're in that place of love and compatibility, right? And you're receptive to that other person. You're open your heart to them, so that way you can communicate better without even words. That's the biggest thing. So it says your guidance is also to look at the world through fresh eyes. Perceive everything with wisdom. Listen to your intuition to discover the reasons beyond the obvious. Expand your life and remember that there's always new ways of doing things. So there we go. That is pretty amazing. So this week we're tuning into the vibration and frequency of fertility, starting something new, allowing things to be birthed into fruition, right? That's basically it. And then looking into your own truth and allowing your heart center to expand and open so that you can be truthful with yourself, and it just feels better, right? You're not having to hide things. You're not having to dance around or walk on eggshells, right? It doesn't feel good. You know why? Because it's not what you're supposed to do. You're not being honest. That's what we're being called to do this week. So that is it for me today. And I will send you so much love and so much light. And we got some really great podcast episodes coming up. I just recorded one this week again with actually all about narcissists. So that one is coming up. That one's going to be really interesting, something to really connect with. And if you have had an experience, this is the episode to listen to get that advice and that guidance and maybe a different perspective of how to deal with a narcissistic relationship. And yeah, so that's it for me. I send you so much love and so much light, and you have yourself an amazing week. Mwah. Take care. Bye-bye.